Welcome back. So this is going to be how Scorpio feels about Taurus. I do apologize in advance if there's any noises. I have a full house here. So if that's what you hear, the dog, the cat, the daughter, that's what it is, okay? Alright, so let's get this going. This is going to be how Scorpio feels. We have 4 left, and then we'll get to the next sign. Don't forget to cross-watch, guys, and remember, energy is fluid, meaning that it could be you, it could be them. We do often mirror our partners. That also means, like, we are drawn to them for a reason, magnetized, so often we mirror them. So that's why energy is fluid, okay? So these are the 3 cards that came out. It's the Magician, the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Lovers in reverse. We'll see if Spirit wants one more, okay? This is how Scorpio feels about you. Don't forget to watch the other readings. We actually get to see how you're coming across people if they feel a certain way. Like, usually these readings do have a running theme. I try to get them done as soon as possible, so I'd apologize for the delay, guys. But have patience with me. They will soon come. Okay, so then we have the 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this is how Scorpio feels about Taurus. So Scorpio is a water sign, which is Cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's about our, like, feelings, emotions, relationships, water signs. And then Taurus, you are a earth sign, which is Pentacles, which is anything in our physical material world. Taurus, you are considered like a spiritual master. Right here, like a teacher, a religious teacher, faith. I call it faith. It's like faith. It's also like commitment, okay? So if there's like a marriage or something, that would be the card. Okay, so the Magician. The Magician is Virgo and Gemini energy. This is the planet of Mercury. This is the major arcana. So this is number 1 in the major arcana. So this is like balance and partnership. So Scorpio admires your intelligence and the interests that you guys share. So you both shine best when communicating many of priorities and focus. Align your words to encourage their heart to open. So they admire your intelligence and the interests that you guys share together. So you both shine best when communicating many of priorities and focus align. So use the words to encourage their hearts to open. Nice. This is like about concentration. See, he has as above, so below. He has everything he needs on this table right here. So he is like, I call him the leader of our 3D world, which is what? Earth, right? So to me, that's because he has everything he needs. And with the spirit world to here, we're like the vessel of energy, right? We get, the energy comes through us. So this is like concentration to me, okay? It also is like a form of alchemy too. So encourage good words that will keep them be able to open up and communicate with you. Now, the Knight of Pentacles. Knights are fire. Pentacles are earth. So this is fire and earth. Okay, so Pentacles is your sign, your element. And it's anything in our 3D physical world. So every knight in the cards, they're moving. Okay, but this one is the slowest of all of them. Okay, but he's very solid, if you can see that. You know, he's not going fast like the Knight of Swords. Like, that's air. He's not going fast, like taking everything head on. He's slow. He's solid. He makes sure that everything is done right. Okay, see how he's holding up his pentacle, and that horse is very, like, standing up straight. See the plows in the fields. That's solid. So this is a very solid knight, but he's also the slowest. Okay, so this is, like I said, this is your energy. So it is Pentacles. So it's anything in our physical material world. It's not just money, but it could have to do with anything. It could have to do with, you know, your job, your house, anything in that nature, okay? So Scorpio, well, this is Virgo energy specifically, and his key phrase is adapts to the rhythm nature. So Scorpio feels ready to promise more than they can deliver at times. So it is important to be aware of their limitations. Although this card does signify possible success in the future, you may have to come to terms with what they can deliver now. So this is like seeking self-knowledge. So Scorpio might be, you know, selling you a dream at times, and they might not be able to fulfill everything that they say, okay? But it doesn't mean that it's not true. It doesn't mean that it's a lie. It just means that you have to be aware that there is success in the future, but you have to come to terms with what they can actually give you right now. Remember, actions speak louder than words, okay? Sometimes, a lot of times, it sounds good, and people do have that good intention, but it's just if they can deliver that, okay? So just know that it's not done in bad, you know, not to lie, but You know, always, words can be very deceiving, especially in the English language. So keep that in mind, guys, okay? Just know that when actions happen, that's what really matters, not what is said. Okay, I could say I'm the Queen of England. It doesn't make me the Queen of England, okay? So now we have the Lovers in reverse. This is Gemini energy. So Scorpio is struggling to make a choice and may not know how to communicate about it. They're worried about causing disharmony in the connection, and they're avoiding a situation that makes them feel anxious. So create a reassuring space for authentic feelings to be shared, which means like just create a safe space for them to be able to communicate with you, okay? Okay, so basically what this is saying, just create a safe space for them so that they can feel comfortable and safe with sharing about whatever it is that they're struggling to make a choice about. So they want to communicate with you, but they're worried about causing disharmony, and they're avoiding that situation, okay, because it makes them feel anxious. So by creating a safe space for them, then they'll be able to speak with you about it, okay? And that's always the best, most important thing in a connection, is always to communicate, okay? But you have to make sure that you are creating that comfort with, so that they can talk to you. Because if somebody doesn't feel safe, or you know, knowing that you'll understand them, then they're not going to talk to us, right? So we have to be welcoming of it. And then also, you know, this one saying I heard that really changed a lot of things in my life is when somebody tells us something, acknowledging that you heard them does not mean that you're agreeing with what they said. It's showing them that you have heard them and understood them, and that's the respect that's given, right? That helps them be more open with things. We don't have to agree with them just by listening to them and acknowledging what they said. That's not an agreement of what that's saying that you agree with what they say. It's that you're acknowledging that you heard them. And if we want that done with us, we definitely need to do that with others, okay? And then the Nine of Cups. So cups are water signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Now remember, this is our emotions and our feelings. So this is your card, your energy. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is their energy. This is Scorpio's energy, my bad. So this is Jupiter and Pisces, to be specific. So I'm a Gemini, so it's hard for me to get words out sometimes. So Scorpio is prone to excess emotions and behaviors that are all amplified at this time. So it means like they might be a little bit extreme, or like overly, like, I don't want to say dramatic, because I don't want to say that. I don't want somebody saying that you're being dramatic and then come back on me. No, I'm not saying that, but their excess emotions and behaviors are amplified, okay? So this card also warns of too much of a good thing, so try to encourage a more balanced perspective. Strive to avoid extremes, okay? Because they're water signs, they might take things to extremities, especially with the feelings and emotions. With you being earth signs and being more grounded, you're like the solid aspect of things, and you're also very stubborn. So just keep that in mind, guys. Don't be too stubborn, okay? It's supposed to be equal, give or take, and you know, make them feel safe, okay? Create a safe space for them. They can communicate, they can share things with you. Don't go into extremities with them if they start acting, you know, a little bit over the top. We all have that, you know, in us. We all act like that, so. Okay, so here we have the Five of Swords. Interesting. This is messages from Spirit about the connection, okay? So take it as it resonates, guys. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Don't make it make sense. Don't call them and say, what are you hiding? Like, don't do that, okay? And then we have any more? Thank you, Spirit, guides, angels, ancestors. I truly appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. Is there any more messages? Any more messages? We're almost done with Taurus. These readings are timeless, guys, meaning that whenever you are meant to watch them, you're meant to watch them. Just trust in that, you know, you're guided, okay? Trust in your intuition, guys. A lot of times we don't do that. We question it. We second guess ourselves. Don't do that. Just the first feeling is normally what it is, okay? So here's the Five of Swords, which is interesting. Swords are air. So swords, if you think about a sword, it's like it mirrors the quality of our minds, right? It's our behaviors, it's our thought process. So the fives on the Tree of Life are like testing, like it's severity. It's run by Godorva, which when her partner's not there, anything that's created without love creates bad or evil, right? So this is the Lord of Strife. This is Venus in Aquarius. So it's like the Lord of Defeat. This is conflict, winning at all costs, surrender. walking away from competition or throwing down the sword. That means like somebody is in it to win it, right? And the other person is like, I don't care about winning. Like, this is not even worth it. And then they throw down their swords. They're not playing the game anymore. So that is message from spirit. And like I said, just take it as resonates. Don't make it make sense, guys. Okay. Now here's cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So this is their element again. And sevens on the tree of life are like illusionary success, right? So this is like where somebody's like, oh, what should I choose? You know, but what are really in those cups? This is like where the grass isn't always greener, right? So this is Venus and Scorpio, Scorpio's card. So this is the Lord of illusionary success. So this could be opportunities, choices, wishful thinking, illusions not always greener. Make sure you know what it is that you were choosing. So this could also be like when they're selling you a dream, you know, just, it's not under bad intentions, but just keep in mind that they might be dishing out more than they can actually, you know, take. So, or that they're actually not ready to deliver. Okay. So keep that in mind, guys. So here's a 10 of Pentacles. 10s of the tree life are on the bottom of the tree life. That means that it's a completion, and it goes right back up to the top. So Pentacles are your energy or your element, and this is like the end all. This is the last card of the Minor Arcana. So this is like a, you know, end all card, like all of it, everything, you know, the whole shebang, the whole totality of something, right? So this is Mercury and Virgo. So this is the Lord of Wealth. This is wealth, security, family, generations, the link between the physical world and the spiritual world, dimensions, and financial security. So that is good. Now we have the 4 swords in reverse. Okay, so 4s on the tree of life are like manifestation. That's the first time that the tree of life actually bursts into color after the 3. Swords are our thought process. So this is like the Lord of rest after strife. Okay, so this is in reverse. So somebody might not be getting a lot of sleep right now, or they need to get more sleep or rest. Okay, so this is Jupiter and Libra. This is the Lord of rest after strife. So this is restlessness, no sleep, finding inner peace, or overtired. So that could be them, you know, whatever it is that they have to talk to you about. They might not be getting sleep about it. But this card is more about learning how to balance out our energy so that we don't deplete ourselves and we're exhausted, right? We have to learn how to rest in and through strife, not go all in, waste, you know, and suck all our energy out and then be exhausted, okay? We have to learn how to balance that out, right? So here's the 2 of Wands. Wands are like action. They're also spirit, you know, like passion, I guess you could say. So the 2s are like balance, partnership. So this is Mars and Aries energy. So it's the Lord of Dominion. So in reverse, this is like lack of planning, fear of the unknown, or inner allotment. So this is like not choosing something, not making a choice. And that is what they were saying Scorpio is having a hard time making a choice about something. So create that safe space so you guys can figure it out together, okay? Here's another 4. So you guys might be seeing 4s a lot. Here's Pentacles, which is your element, your energy. This is the 4 Pentacles. This is like hanging on to something that is causing misery, okay? So this could be anything. It could be a thought process. It could be you know, a actual physical thing in our life, like money or an addiction or things like that. So this is the Sun in Capricorn. So Capricorn is determined, right? They're very determined. They're work, and the Sun. So imagine that. The Sun giving that energy to that work. So it's like overworking, right? So this is the Lord of earthly power. So this is like possession, obsession. Don't want to let go of something even when you know it causes misery, and control, conserving, and holding out for dear life. So that could also be like them letting go of that, you know, that stress and that strain of not being able to express or talk to you about what is needed. So this is your reading of how Scorpio feels about you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Love and light.